Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Uh, I'm feeling very, very inspired after listening to all the speakers today. And I hope my talk is also able to shift the perspective a bit. So, Jeremy Irons once said, "We all have our time machines. Some take us forward, they are called dreams. Some take us behind in time, and they are called memories." I couldn't help but smile when I first heard this sentence because it felt true in a way I hadn't noticed before. A scent can take you back in time, a story can take you forward, but a perspective lets you do both at once. But for the longest time, I thought perspective was all about the angles. Where you stand, what you see, what you focus on. But in moments undeniably quiet and in moments loud, I had an epiphany. Perspective isn't about space, it's about time. The past that shaped us, the present that holds us, and the future that calls us. Layered like colors waiting to be mixed. And storytelling that helps us to see the life again, that helps us to paint time. So let me take you today beyond the frame into palettes that shaped us, colors we inherited, shades we outgrew, and we are still learning to mix. Let me take you on a journey of the past, present, and future to build something really powerful, something that can change your perspective, a redesigned way of looking at life. So, this talk isn't a straight road, it's a canvas, and we will paint it together. Years ago, a night changed me. Not in a very loud, movie like melodramatic way, but in a very simple, quiet, almost invisible way. As my daughter lay asleep beside me, holding on to her soft toy the way children hold on to their world, I stood awake, staring at the ceiling that I had seen 1,000 times. But that night, it felt like a stranger's roof. No chaos, no crisis, just a stillness that I've been avoiding for years. And then a question popped up. If my daughter was to live this life that I'm living today, would I be proud? That question didn't break me, it unmasked me. Because children don't copy our words, they absorb our choices. And then I had an unsettling realization. I hadn't run out of motivation, I had simply run out of meaning. We often talk about breaking the glass ceiling, but the toughest ceiling to break at times is the one which is above our own reflection. I also understood perspective doesn't change when life becomes louder, it changes when life becomes clearer, and clarity arrives in a whisper. But if you were to ask me, who taught you this redesigned way of looking at life, I would not name any authors, coaches, experts. No. I'll simply name three people from my own life. The ones who never announced their strength, but lived it so consistently that it seeped into my world, just the way colors seep into fabric. These three people became my mirrors, each showing me a version of myself I didn't know existed back then. They are my mother, my mother in law, and my husband. My mother taught me stability. Growing up, she solved problems no one thanked her for. She held the whole family with resilience but never got any applause. My mother in law, she taught me balance, quiet courage, not the ones you find in highlight reels, but the one that remains steady and generous. And finally, my husband. He didn't push me or pull me, simply held a mirror in front of me on days when I refused to look. He simply taught me the power of resilience. Together, they became my palette. One showing me strength, one showing me steadiness, and one showing me grace. They never sat me down to teach me about perspective. They simply lived theirs. And slowly and gradually, I started borrowing colors from their palette. And that is the beauty of palette. The colors don't replace each other, they become richer by each other's presence. And I also realized that my lens had changed from the lens of perfection to the lens of possibility. And that's the beauty of the colors that come to save us. We don't notice them until and unless they start blending. Years before that night with my daughter, another moment quietly prepared me for a shift. As I stood in the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam looking at the starry night painting. But that day, I didn't focus on the stars, I focused on the dark. It wasn't black, it was alive. Van Gogh had said that I often find night to be more alive and more richly colored than the day. Because reality is not a mirror, it's a canvas, and we are all painters, mixing colors from our heartbreaks, hopes, and memories. So Van Gogh didn't paint what he saw, he painted what he felt. And seeing differently is the first act of storytelling. And storytelling is the act of reseeing. Weeks ago, I boarded a cab, exhausted, to go back home, and struck an uncanny conversation with the cab driver. I asked him, same road, same traffic, same chaos. Don't you get bored or tired? He laughed, not out of disbelief, but probably out of understanding. He said, yes, every day, same roads, same cars, same traffic. But you know what? I change my ways to enjoy it. Sometimes it's the music, sometimes it's the fellow passengers' conversations, sometimes it's a prayer, and sometimes it's just the silence. So while the road remains the same, I change my gear. And that line stayed with me because he wasn't talking about driving, he was talking about living. Life rarely changes overnight, but perspective can change it in one sentence. And when that one sentence changes your lens, same road, same routines, same responsibilities can sound very, very different. So that ride didn't give me a new map, it gave me a new windshield. All of us humans are actually walking galleries. Every memory is a painting, every feeling is a hue. But our palette gets enriched from every failure which adds to it, from every conversation which adds to it, and from every truth that adds to it. So our palette gets mixed in real time. It's not fixed. And it is mixed through imagination, courage, and empathy. And who knows, sometimes a single color can change the entire picture. Perspective does not remove difficulty, it simply reframes it. Van Gogh could have painted the darkness, but he chose to paint the light that refused to die inside of it. MS Dhoni stood on the same pitch like everyone else. Same noise, same expectation, same pressure. But while others saw chaos, he saw clarity, something which changed his perspective. In that moment, it was like asking, am I breaking or am I becoming? Because the difference between who you are and who you can become sometimes is because of the frame through which you're watching, and that frame is yours to redesign. We all expect courage like it's a grand arrival, but courage arrives quietly. Courage is that decision you take at 2 a.m. at night when the world is asleep. I will see things differently, not fearlessly, not perfectly, but differently. And sometimes that small shift brings a whole change in the entire story. Perspective does not guarantee clarity, but it gives you enough to take that one honest step. And sometimes that one honest step is all the transformation you need. Just like a teacher who showed a lamp to her students and said, this will not light your entire journey, but it's enough to light your next step. Perspective, it's that lamp. It's not a map, it's not a guarantee, just that next step. So while the world forces you to look for answers, perspective teaches you to search for angles. Sometime back, a woman client of mine taught me that how changing one color in your palette can change the entire meaning of life. She was holding a small startup selling traditional handmade oils. On Instagram, she looked eager, but on LinkedIn, she had zero visibility. When we met over coffee, she told me her story that how taking a sabbatical to raise her son actually made her invisible for herself. So, one day she said, I decided to reclaim her life. And she started this startup of handmade oils using some ancestral recipe. The response was fantastic. And her biggest ally was her mother in law because she didn't just tolerate her ambition, she helped her build it. So we started reshaping her story post by post. And eventually, on a very prestigious Shark Tank stage, she stood in front of the investors and secured a funding of 70 lakh rupees. For her, it was funding, but for me, it was the proof that stories don't change people. They simply reveal the truth that was always existing all along. Look at all the outliers in the world, the Van Goghs, the Da Vinci's, the Frida Kahlos. When they look at the sky, they don't see stillness, they just see rhythm. They don't rebel for attention, they reimagine the truth. Because perspective is not a mirror, it's actually a prism. And it's refracting so many truths in one go. And when we begin to see like them, we not only change the story, we change the storyteller. So let's go back to that night when I thought my life had changed. But in reality, it wasn't my life that had changed, I had just changed the frame. And once you do that, life has no choice but to follow. And it's not an ending, it's a new beginning. The first stroke on a canvas which I had been avoiding for long. So eventually, I feel we're all unfinished canvases, works in progress, layered with magic and potential. But one look at the masterpiece is enough to reveal the brush strokes the artist hides, the colors that have been blended twice before they get right. And we are no different. Every time we hear someone else's story, our colors also shift a bit. Because the world is not evolving because of new knowledge. It's evolving because of new perspectives, the outrun the old ones. So, growth is not the addition of answers, it's simply the subtraction of assumptions. We are all born with a blank slate, tabula rasa. We spill, we blend, we add colors through our everyday lived experiences. The more perspectives we add, the more vibrant our painting is. Because the world does not need more certainty, it needs more color. Not louder voices, but deeper ones. And eventually, what is the masterpiece? Not the world that is, but the way we see this world. It's not waiting to be understood, it's waiting to be reimagined. And your perspective is the brush. So let me leave you with a question which changed my life. If your loved ones were to live a life that you are living today, would you be proud? If your answer is yes, please keep on painting. But if your answer is no, please pick a new color. Life is not a wall to be stared at, it's a canvas, and you have the fresh stroke of color to add. Who knows, beyond the realm of where you are, there is a huge possibility of what you can become. So today, pick up the color and choose to paint. Thank you.